Tashi Delik. Hello,
We think, yeah.
Greetings. Welcome to Farm Talk Friday. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Giovanna.
Hi, my love.
Hi, Angel. We're here in Costa Rica on our little permaculture farm.
You see
There's
our,
one or maybe both of our little
No.
chicken tractors.
that's the big one. Oh yeah, and the little one is back there.
Yeah. We moved from Los Angeles almost 10 years ago. I used to be in a band called the Crystal Method. My wife's got an amazing nonprofit called Green Wave. Check out Green Wave at greenwave.eco. She's also a tantric yoga teacher. So, we're here. We like to give this little update once a week, Friday afternoons, whenever we can. Did I already say it's December 5th, 2025?
No,
I
you didn't
like
say
to
that.
I like to state the date for future YouTube use.
And in case it helps us remember birthdays.
Yeah, December 5th, 2025. Speaking of birthdays, happy birthday to Donnie, Disco Donnie.
Congratulations, you made it another year. As far as we know.
Absolutely.
Maybe we should check in on him.
No,
Just kidding.
I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's fine. And Jimon, happy birthday. And then, we have like this, not a threesome, but like these three friends. It's Amy and Kim and Trent, and they all celebrate their birthdays around this time. I think Kim's birthday was last week, and then Amy's comes after, and then Trent, but they're celebrating. I think they're at Art Basel right now.
Okay.
So.
And also...
And hi to the flying guys.
Yeah.
See you guys on. Brian and Phoebe. Woo woo.
All right. At the top of our show, we normally talk about our advertisement,
Yes.
which Giovanna makes every week.
Thank you.
And it's
Very
got,
skillfully.
I looked at it this time, so I know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
Well,
What's your guess?
it's Javier. It's
okay.
a local expert who specializes.
Biologist.
Yeah, he's a biologist, but he specializes on natural ways to do things that might otherwise take insecticides or poisons or chemicals and things like that.
Yeah. So we have the coconut beetle problem. It's actually a worldwide issue, and our friends Brian and Phoebe, who are on right now, because we can see you guys. You'll be excited to know that Javier had new ideas for us. So that's
Great.
super exciting. He had 3 ideas.
Great.
So one was to actually do what we were doing before, but make it better.
The pheromones?
The pheromone traps. And then the other one is to trap the younger beetles. So what he was saying, this was really cute. The pheromone traps are like a love hotel. So it's kind of sad. So they're coming in and they're attracted to each other. And he was like, look, this is okay right now, but it's like a motel. You want a 5-star hotel. So let's up this game. And so he told us how to do that. And one of the things was just that we had the traps on the ground. He's like, you need to put it up.
Okay.
And then I forget some of the other details because it was kind of quick and he's going to be writing this stuff out. But he said we needed to, and this is what the picture actually is. It's him taking a piece of kind of like freshly fallen banana part, because bananas are the largest plants in the world, so it's not really a trunk or anything of because they're not trees, but of the banana stalk. And we cut like a piece, and then he basically just like cut a slit into it, and then found a fresh banana leaf and just stuffed it in there and said, the teenager beetles, there's way more of those than the adult beetles.
Okay.
And they get attracted to like the moisture and whatever natural sugars are in the banana stalk.
Okay.
And that every 15 days we should go check these traps, and he wants us to make like 20 of them.
Okay.
And then we just basically like hit the banana stalk, and we're going to see a bunch of them. And I don't know how fast they move. I don't know if they're going to be like roaches or if they move slowly. And unfortunately, we're going to have to,
Okay.
I don't know, prey upon them before we smush them into chicken food or something.
Yeah,
but
we'll have to figure out that part. Okay.
I'm going to be doing lots of Bhutanese Buddhist prayers
What
for
was
them.
what was his other idea? His third idea.
Oh, it was like this nighttime trap.
What's
And
the sulfur for? Something else?
The sulfur. Okay, so that was not a trap. So we, again, Brian and Phoebe, we know you're watching, so we're going to tell you this. So sad. We have two palms right next to each other. It's like our worst nightmare, right? Like they're starting to come into our property. So everyone else who's been watching, we've been dealing with this problem now for a few years, and they were kind of affecting palm trees that weren't producing necessarily. They're palms, but not like coconut palms. But they were affecting like outside areas. And we're like, oh, these are going to come in. And we did have one go down that was close to the house, but that was before we started making traps. And we've been doing traps for a few years now. And still we had, and the infestation is so great that like two have gone down pretty close to the house.
Yeah.
One, Jose already killed and cut down. And then Javier said, don't kill this one. This one's not dead yet. So we see the hole, and Jose is like, well, what are we going to do about it? And Javier said, I'm so sorry if any of you are vegan and this is disturbing to you. The trigger alert. We're going to suffocate them, basically. So we're making a paste of sulfur that we picked up at the agro vet yesterday. Linanza. He wanted me to use seeds, but we didn't have any. We only have like the ground Linanza,
You
which is
just
flaxseed.
plug up the hole.
We're plugging up the hole. We're
And then
basically
they
putting
die.
sulfur in them. Yeah, and they're gonna suffocate.
I love
That's
this.
the idea.
I love
and
this
I think
plan.
a little bit of cal. So if anyone wants that recipe, let me know. We can give the recipe we
Now,
were given.
can people viewing see the other people viewing?
I don't know.
Oh shoot! Anyway, Flying Kites is watching right now, and that's who we saw perform last night.
Yeah.
In Santa
It
Teresa,
was super fun.
and
Thank you guys for doing what you do.
it was an amazing show. They were playing some new music, which was great. They also have a brand new single out,
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, which is on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. So don't be late to the Flying Kites party. Also, they delivered to us the greatest bananas
Yeah.
in the world. These are Red Caribbean or Red Carabiners, or they have this red skin. They start off and they look green, and then they turn red. And
Strangely appropriate for Bhutan to have
are-
a banana that we're going to eat on camera.
oh my God, this is the best banana in the world. I'm just telling you, hands down. Okay,
They're super good.
thank you guys so much.
And then the blue Javas, I think, after that.
Blue Java was second place.
And then
certainly.
apple bananas.
Yeah.
Those are our top three.
And I'm sure there's other bananas we haven't tasted, but we've tasted a lot of them.
I want to just say real quick. So talking about bananas, which is also one of their songs. The bananas, guys. Anyways, post your music in the comments. So at the show,
Yeah, do your mega link. What's it called? Linktree. Do your Linktree.
Yeah, but you can post like the direct songs too, Snake Eyes and the banana song. And,
The link to Spotify or whatever.
yeah, especially the banana one is very appropriate. Well, also Snake Eyes. We have snakes here, although we don't get to see them all the time. I love seeing snakes. Anyway, so we're at the show, and this little girl comes up to me. I had my hair back like this, and she says, "Oh, I love your hair clip." And I said, "Oh, thank you." Okay. And I'm like, "Well, where I got it?" And I'm like, "No, I forgot." I'm like, "Wait, no, I remember." And then I told her. She's like, "Well, I'm from Japan." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, you should have my hair clip then. I know where to get it." So I gave her my hair clip, and she was just really excited. And then I showed her the little plur handshake, and I said, usually,
Giovanni-
because she was wondering why I was giving her the hair clip. She thought it was like way over the top. And I said, well, in our party culture, we do this. And then we usually exchange bracelets, but I had already given her my hair clip, so I was being a little stingy, I guess. But and so I said, we usually exchange bracelets or a gift. I'm like, but a hug will do, because one time I did that to someone. I'm wearing that bracelet now, but they're like, well, I don't have anything for you. And I'm like, well, that's okay. You know, you didn't know I was going to give you the thing. So I told her, I'm like, hugs will do. So she gave me a hug, and that was super cute. And then she goes away, and like 5 minutes later, she comes back with this. So cute. This is me, apparently, from last night with these jellies that I was wearing last night. My little jelly.
Kind of an anime version of
Yeah,
Giovanna,
well,
yeah.
it's super cute. It's super, super cute. So turns out that it's Chris's daughter that had come up to me. Chris is Somos, and Somos is where Flying Kites was playing last night. And Chris, you know, it's been a while, so he couldn't remember my name, but he remembered that we had given him, Blue Javas, not the Red Carabiners. But
Yeah.
anyways, he's like, you gave us our Blue Javas, and he has a farm with 180 different species of plants, and he wants us to come and check out the farm.
Yeah,
so I'm
definitely.
excited to see that. It is so exciting to see so many people, you know, kind of doing what we're doing, or like exceeding what we're doing, you know, because it sounds like his operation is much bigger.
Sounds like he's exceeding.
I mean, maybe he's trying to stock his restaurants.
Yeah,
he has several
could be.
restaurants. But also, Harry and Sue, congratulations on 8 years being here. I mean,
Also exceeding.
also exceeding. Yeah, like they are deep into, you know, the technicalities of compost.
Okay, and then before we get into our main subject, just like an hour ago, we were
That's cool.
hanging out in the house, you know, we have all glass windows out front, and I see this thing start to walk across this part of our driveway, which is where all the animals cross.
It's an Animal Crossing,
It's the
basically.
wild animal super highway. That's like, you know, 3 meters wide. And so...
And when he says that, we see things like maybe 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, but everything. Goodies,
Pizotes,
Pizotes,
squirrels.
squirrels,
I haven't seen snakes.
foxes, haven't seen snakes.
Yeah, foxes. But
Anyway,
today,
so this thing starts going across, and I'm like, wow, what is this? It's long, and sleek, and it's the middle of the daytime when you're not supposed to see cats, like, you know, so, but it was a Jaguarundi for sure.
so not a jaguar.
Not a Jaguar.
It's
We'll
like
post-
nothing you've ever seen. If you've
Oh,
not
yeah.
seen one of these things, they are
Yeah.
like ferret-like,
Yeah.
but big, like
Kind of has a coyote,
medium,
like
yeah.
a coyote tail. It's all dark. It's practically black.
they're not that black.
It's dark.
It's dark.
Dark.
Yeah.
And kind of a short
weird
face,
faces.
short face mouth thing.
And they have ears like a bear.
Yeah. But anyway.
But like a ferret face, ears like a bear, but it's like a cat body, but they're long.
Yeah.
So that's why they also look like ferrets.
Anyway, it was just super amazing to see today on our property. We kind of knew there was one. I think you had seen one before, right? Here?
Well, I think we've just been thinking that they are here.
Yeah, definitely are here.
Yeah, they're here. They're
So
here.
exciting. Okay.
Yeah, that's very, very exciting.
But now, on to the main topic of Farm
Yes.
Talk Friday for the week. We went on this long trip where we visited, among other places, India, Nepal, and Bhutan. And we hadn't really talked about Bhutan yet, and we wanted to finally do it. So, you know, it's just become my favorite country in the world. It's not that I can move there. I don't think they don't let you become Bhutanese or anything like that. But it was an amazingly...
Well, I think if we swore our loyalty
Yeah.
to
the king,
to
yeah.
the king, it's a possibility.
Anyway, it's a democratic country with a monarchy. They're all Buddhists, and they all just do everything for the benefit of all sentient beings. And they're
Yeah.
all just super happy and wonderful and nice and helpful and friendly.
Super mindful.
Yes. So I don't know if I'm going to become a Buddhist, but I just really, really enjoy the.
Well, Ken is the
The
Buddha
people
of
of-
compassion.
That's based on my birthday. Yeah, my Buddha is the Buddha of compassion. Yeah.
And Ken likes prayer wheels. So
And
we
I
found
lo-
out.
Yeah, I spun a million prayer wheels. We have video of most of it.
Yeah, Ken was really excited about the prayer wheels. Did you kind of know you were gonna like the prayer wheels before we got there, or
Yeah.
you just fell in love with them
I-
when? I mean, you said you wanted to spin prayer
Yeah,
wheels.
I've been wanting to spin prayer wheels ever since I saw an Eddie Murphy movie called The Golden Child, which involves Buddha.
Oh,
Have you ever
what?
seen it?
No,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
watch it
Yeah.
for movie night.
Yeah. So that was a long time ago. Yeah, and then also we hiked up to this famous monastery called the Tiger's Nest. Tiger's Nest. It's featured in some movies, and it's incredible. It's an incredible hike and an incredible monastery on the side of a rock cliff, like way
Yeah.
crazy high on a mountain.
It was incredible. And what was funny is Ken said before we went, "Oh, it's only 750 steps."
Yeah.
And he's like, we went on this pilgrimage to Palitana in India the last time we were in India in 2015. And he's like, wasn't that thousands of steps? I'm like, yeah, but those steps were like this big. So maybe the 750 is more like this, and it's going to feel the same because I couldn't walk after Palitana.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a lot. And so anyway, we're hiking for like 2 or 3 hours. And then all of a sudden I hear Ken say, and now it's 750. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, the 750
Okay.
steps were just the actual like concrete and tile steps that led up to the monastery after walking 3 hours on trails.
Yeah, and so you go down, and then you have to go up. So you have to like cross by a waterfall. It was really, really incredible.
Both of the.
Yay! Okay, it's settled. We will watch that for a movie night. Yeah, Bhutan was so amazing.
And what were some of your thoughts about it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I actually felt like when we got there, I was like, if Green Wave, like could be a country, it's Bhutan. Like they just care. They care about nature, and they're just like super mindful, and yeah, they're doing things for the benefit of all beings. And I was immediately impressed, and we got to meet a friend's friend, and this person had a tour company that we went through, and we were greeted by him for our first lunch,
I think
or
so.
the second day.
Maybe.
I don't know. It seemed like it was the first day, but it was such a nice, I don't know, kind of beginning of our trip. Well, first of all, the airport was maybe not the most architecturally grand airport, but probably the most beautiful airport in the world that I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Like charming, and I don't know, a little Disneyland-like, I guess.
Yeah.
The luggage area is kind of like It's a Small World, but with their style. It was really incredible, and I posted a video about that previously, and then yes.
If you're interested at all about Bhutan and don't want to read or do anything boring, there's 2 movies. There's 2
Yeah.
movies you can watch. One's from the 80s and one's from this year or this past year that you can watch that are excellent. One is called
The one with Keanu?
Little Buddha.
Yeah,
right?
Little Buddha
That's
has
the one
Keanu
from the-
Reeves in it.
That's the one from the 80s. It's actually fantastic. There's
Keanu as
Reeves.
Buddha.
There's Chris Isaac, Bridget Fonda. I can't remember who else. Okay, so that one's great. And then there's another one that was nominated for an Oscar for Best Foreign Film, and that one's called Lunana Yak in the Classroom. Just remember Yak in the Classroom.
Yak in the Classroom.
And that was just unbelievably great.
So good. I think that might be on my top 10 list of all time.
Yeah. So,
And I really hated the main character for a little while, and then everything shifted, and it was just, yeah, it was a fantastic film and very culturally accurate.
yes.
So for us, it really, we got to see all these little things that we were taught for a week. Like, oh, and that's why I didn't like the main character, because he was acting inappropriately. And I thought it was very rude because, you know, they're so nice there, and he was just being so rude, and
Yeah.
things change. But anyways, I want to finish. So we had that lunch,
Yeah.
that beginning lunch. And so I'm actually wearing, it was like at a cultural center.
Yes.
So
A
government sponsored cultural center.
culture museum, cultural
Heritage
activity,
museum.
something like that. I think it's private, actually, that one.
Was it? Well, anyways, they had a really good restaurant. So we had the lunch there. It was a traditional food spread. And so that was like a great Bhutanese feast that we were able to, enjoy with really fantastic company that I don't feel like we should brag about necessarily. But anyways, that was great. And then I got this from there, this beautiful hand woven piece. And also there were the giant penises of Bhutan. So I'm sure we have pictures of those somewhere. They're not usually Ken size, meaning the size of Ken, like 6 feet tall, but they were there. But they're often painted on buildings, and but there they were like these giant mushrooms. But
The Bhutanese really honor and celebrate fertility, and so there are erect penises painted everywhere.
yeah, ejaculating,
And
hairy ball
sold as
penises.
souvenirs everywhere. And we
I
forgot,
thought I was gonna have to like go find it, but you can find it.
we
It's
forgot
very
to
easy.
mention one of the cute and famous things about Bhutan is they're not so interested in their gross national product or their GDP, their gross domestic product, but they're interested in the gross national happiness.
Yes, and this is why we went there. Why we wanted to go there.
That
Is we
is
saw it in
why.
a documentary, and we were so fascinated by that concept. We wanted to know what was going on with it, but I had no idea that. Like I knew it was going to be beautiful, but just that they were in their hearts, like wanting to take care of the environment and so committed to it. And it was fantastic. Anyways, at the Cultural Heritage Museum, I got this from an artist that does everything with his feet. Pima, he signed it for me. It's funny because our tour guide, he was like, "Oh, he'll sign it for you." I'm like, "Really? Wow." He's like, "Well, you know, I mean, he made that whole thing with his
Yeah.
feet." I'm like, "Yes, you're right. Okay." So isn't this beautiful?
He's
So-
got cerebral palsy, was it?
I don't know what he has, but so anyways, so this is what I could bring back. He makes pieces. He wanted to give me one that was framed, but I'm like, I don't have room for that. I need to be able to roll it up. But this is a very famous Bhutanese story, and it's of the 4 harmonious friends. I'm going to post a link in the comments about it, but it's about the elephant, the monkey, a bird, and a rabbit. And instead of fighting over a version of a story, they end up kind of agreeing and working together, and it's so sweet. And so that is what this is depicting. And he did some really beautiful like green tatas and anyways, but I wanted to bring this home. So anyway,
That's it.
I don't know. I mean, there's so much more
Yeah.
to talk about
And listen, if you're
regarding Bhutan.
anywhere near the Osa Peninsula, or can be on the weekend of December 13th, the 5th annual Earth Race Wildlife Ball, is that the name
Yep.
of it? Wildlife is happening. And so
I'll put that in comments too, the link.
yeah, it's going to be great music, great celebration of
great
conservationists and volunteers, and Captain Pete Batoon will be the host, and we'll be giving out awards and having great music. Did I say that already?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
And,
And mermaids.
and it will be
Fire
murder.
dancers.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
we'll post it.
We will. And so if you can make it this year, awesome. But also, it's an annual event. So if you are tuning in to us and you are not from the area, please mark it in your calendar for next year. We'll have the date, I think, almost immediately. So it used to be always like the first weekend in December, and this year we had to move it. I don't know if we're gonna move it back or it's gonna be the same weekend, but we'll find out soon. But maybe pencil it in and make the pilgrimage down to the OSA and join us next year.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Farm Talk Friday.